Hello, back with another video. Um, you remember Alex Murdaugh? I know y'all remember he's the one that was convicted of killing his wife and son in their backyard at the kennel where this house right here, the Moselle mistake, Murdaugh Moselle property, that's the name of it, will soon have a new owner. Um, Somebody is looking at the house. The property could. I think it's already been. I think it's been finalized. But 8 attorneys in this case will, they will decide where the money will go to. Um, Alex, he killed his son Paul and wife Maggie June 7th, 2021. All the attorneys that's working close with the sale of this property is deal to expected to be finalized. The house is going to sell for 3.7 million. Wow. I looked at this house when, I got real, this case was addictive. I watched the trial and stuff. Nice home. What I like about it is how it was sitting off by itself and, they didn't have no neighbors or nothing like that, like nearby. I like stuff like that. I said if I was to ever build a house, I wanted something, be on my own land. I don't want no neighbors. I ain't want no where I can look out my front door, back door, or front door and see a neighbor. That's just me. I just liked it, the property. It was beautiful to me and stuff. That's the kennel right there. That's where Paul and Maggie was killed at, which Alex, he denied it. The family is named, they named in a number of civil suits. So that's where all the money gonna go to, especially in 2019, the fatal boat crash, the one that Paul was charged with. He was charged with Mallory Beach murder. Him and her and some of their friends was on there. Paul was drunk. We all know Paul was drinking. He crashed the boat into a bridge, and she was the one that didn't. They found her like a week later, I think. Well, here's how the money is gonna be broken up. John Marvin Murdaugh, that's Alex's brother, will use 290,000 to pay the estate outstanding legal fees. Yeah, Buster Murdaugh, Alex's only surviving son, will get 530,000. 100,000 will go to attorney Joseph McClark, who represented boat crash victim Connor Cook in a civil suit against Buster. The co-receivers will receive $275,000 for common funds, which will eventually go to more victims. 25,000 will go to the Paramount Monitor State Bank, which also have claimed against the estate. The remaining funds will go to Mark Tinsley, who represent three other parties from the boat crash: Morgan Doherty, Mally Altup, and the estate of Mallory Beach, who was killed. So that's that. Yeah, it's gonna sell for 3.7 million. And that family, if you look at this photo right here, they look like they was uh, a happy family, but this family have secrets. I know I got real invested into this case. It was very addictive. The Murdaughs and stuff. It, like I say, they just got away with so much stuff for so long. Alex did or whatever. He's stealing money from people. The housekeeper died on their property. They suspected. I'm reading. There is some stuff gonna come out with that too. They suspected they have something to do with it. Stephen Smith, he was friends with Buster. It was rumor going around, I'm gonna say allegedly, that they had a relationship going on. He gets killed. They find him in the middle of the road, and they didn't charge that as a homicide. What they tried to say, it was a hit and run, but he had so many injuries and died from blunt force trauma to the head. And they say that when he got killed, they were saying the Murdaugh boys, they were talking about Buster and Paul had something to do with it, but they say him and Paul and Stephen was real close. So, like I said, this family then did some dirt for years and years, and I guess they thought that they was like Mr. Untouchable family, Mr. Untouchable. But like I said in the last video, what you do in the dark will come in the light, and karma just came, and it's still coming. Because the way they talk, like, I don't know if Buster gonna get charged for Steven's death at all, but I do know Steven's death was very suspicious. Yeah, and this photo right here, that is Alex's prison photo that I got off the South Carolina prison site. That's his prison photo. So he's in prison. Um, like I say, it's just his karma. the boat crash, I hate that happened though. You know, Mallory, she lost her life, and then her boyfriend, he was just so. I just felt bad for him when I watched the documentary on Netflix, which it was a very good documentary. Well, it was sad because Paul had a drinking problem, and you know he was drunk when he got on that boat. They stopped at a bar before they got on that boat and stuff, and I was just saying, why did y'all get on there? But you know, when you kids, when I was that age, you know, you do stuff, you don't think. He didn't want nobody to drive, and you know, he ran into a bridge or something, and everybody went over, but Mallory didn't come up. They didn't find her till like a week later and stuff. And you know, Alex tried to cover it up then, because him and I think one of his brothers was at the hospital and stuff. They tried to cover it up, and you know, I guess because they thought that was Murdaugh, because that last name is very powerful down there at part of town where they at down there in South Carolina. So like I said, it was just his karma. I didn't understand why he killed Paul and Maggie like he did, but they were saying he did it for insurance money because he owed a lot of people for stealing money for people. But come on, dude, really? Uh, it was just a sad situation. But yeah, the house is. I think they already got the owner, so all that money's gonna go towards legal fees and the victims, and Mallory and all that. But yeah, it's gonna be more to come with this because Steven's death was ruled a homicide. Uh, Fuzz, the housekeeper, I don't know if they're gonna open up hers. I don't. They should, because something wasn't right about that. They claim she tripped over a dog or something on their estate. She was their housekeeper for years. She was the one, helped raise them kids. If you ever notice, these family, people that's got money, like celebrities and stuff, and like the Murdaughs and stuff, when they got kids and stuff, some of them people, they don't raise their kids, the housekeeper do. So she was the one that had raised Buster. Conley was there with Buster and Paul and stuff. So yes, I will keep you updated on that. So the Murdaughs property have been, sold, and I just told you where all the money and stuff gonna go to. So yeah, and that's the end of this video, and I'm out.